On a hill where luxury once reigned, stands an empty mansion filled with silence. Jonathan Carter, a successful millionaire, has vanished, leaving behind only shadows. What happened to this man whose name was renowned at the highest levels of the financial world? All we have is a hastily written note filled with anxiety: "They are after me." But who are they? Why did this seemingly invincible man suddenly disappear? In this investigation, we will try to uncover the truth. Jonathan Carter was born into a family without wealth or privileges. His father worked in construction, and his mother was a schoolteacher. But from a young age, he displayed ambition and perseverance. At 20, after graduating from university, Carter founded his first company, specializing in investments. He always dreamed of changing his life, and that moment became the starting point. Over the next 10 years, his company grew, and he earned millions, later billions. He became a symbol of success on Wall Street, but this was only the outward brilliance. Carter carefully concealed his true identity. He disliked showing his vulnerability, preferring to focus on results. However, behind this success lay not just financial brilliance but a network of secret connections and scandals. His life was filled with tension, as Carter was not afraid to take risks. His career was riddled with questionable deals, and he often dealt with shadowy figures in the business world, which led to numerous rumors and scandals. He never wanted to stop his career growth. But this relentless drive for success became the cause of his inner loneliness. He spent more and more time in his office, isolating himself from loved ones. He began hiding from the world, lost in his thoughts. I always admired him. He was not only a genius businessman but a true leader. But, honestly, in the last few months, something changed in him. He started avoiding us, as if he had a secret he couldn't share. We started together, and I know he was always very cautious with his dealings. But in the weeks before his disappearance, I noticed he became nervous, as if someone was after him. July 21, 2021, was an ordinary workday. Carter, as usual, woke up early, had a cup of coffee, and began his morning routine. That day, his assistant arrived at his house, as usual, to deliver some documents and confirm his plans for the day. But she discovered the doors were locked from the inside. She rang the doorbell several times, left messages, but received no response. Strangely, the doors were locked, but there were no signs of a struggle inside. Everything was in place: a cup of coffee left on the table, his laptop with unsent emails, and even the book he was reading, still open on the last page. But the most mysterious moment was the fact that there was a handwritten note on the desk. 3 words, written in nervous handwriting: "They are after me." Who could these "they" be? And why did he not have time or was unable to warn anyone about his danger? The note was the only clue. It was written in his handwriting, but the sense of panic and worry was unmistakable. This message wasn't just a warning, it was a cry for help. We had to figure out who or what made him write these words. The investigation started by considering several theories. The first, abduction. But if it was a ransom, why were there no demands? The second theory, Carter staged his disappearance to hide from enemies, debts, or even threats from his past. The third theory, murder disguised as a disappearance. We found that just days before his disappearance, Carter withdrew $10 million from his account. The money disappeared without a trace, and no one knew where he spent it. We checked all his connections, meetings, and correspondence. Everything pointed to the fact that he knew something and was preparing for something bigger than just another deal. Graphologists confirmed that the note was written by Carter himself. But experts noticed one important detail: his hand was tense, as if he was writing in a hurry, in panic. This wasn't just a message, it was a warning. The words, "They are after me," sound like paranoia. But if this is true, who are they? Enemies from his past? Perhaps people he worked with who now became a threat? Or a group hiding behind his success? I've known John since childhood. We both grew up in a tough neighborhood, but he always aimed for more. He wasn't just ambitious, but loyal. But when he became a billionaire, his life changed. He started associating with people I wouldn't let into my life. He was our mentor, and we all learned from him. But in the last few months, he became more closed off. He stopped coming to meetings, started avoiding us. I think he was hiding something. Today, you can find hundreds of theories on the internet, from the most logical to the most insane. Some believe Carter staged his disappearance to escape debts and threats. Others claim he was kidnapped by an international crime syndicate, and some are convinced his disappearance was orchestrated by his closest partners. Besides business meetings and success on Wall Street, Carter was known for his personal hobbies. He was an avid art collector, loved to travel, and spend time on his yacht. Time spent alone often became a moment of relaxation, and during that time, he preferred strong espresso, which became his morning ritual. Surprisingly, coffee was one of the few pleasures that brought him joy in a world full of tension. Diving into Jonathan's personal connections, we discovered that his life wasn't just filled with business deals. He often attended private events, invited only by the most influential people. One such person was Thomas Rivers, a magnate known for his not-so-legal business methods. Carter and Rivers were seen together more frequently in recent times. What connected these two men beyond money? The answer might be the key to the mystery. Rivers is a man who isn't afraid to take risks. He would have been interested in neutralizing a competitor if he became a threat. It's possible Carter found himself in a situation he couldn't escape, especially if people around him were trying to use him for their own purposes. Jonathan Carter remains one of the most intriguing mysteries of our time. Perhaps we'll never know the full truth, or maybe one day a new clue will emerge that will reveal all the secrets. But what do you think? Who or what was behind his disappearance? Share your thoughts in the comments.